running for the answer. I can remember as a little boy, I used to run everywhere I went. I just ran. I really didn't understand why. You see, that's typical for most 10-year-olds. At 10, you're running everywhere with no worries. And between the ages of 10 and 15, we would run to the swimming pool before it opened just to get there to see who would go first off the diving board or to test the water. You see, our parents had us run to the store or run to the neighbor's house to borrow a cup of sugar or a cup of milk. We ran with excitement for no reason. You see, I remember we would run down the street and meet the ice cream truck and then follow the truck all the way home until it stopped in front of our house. Then we would excitedly run into the house hoping to get money for ice cream, as our parents would yell, "Boy, quit running in and out of this house. Do you hear me?" At 10 years old, you're pretty much running anywhere and everywhere without worries. You see, as you grow older and begin to mature, at 15 to 20, you find yourself running to find yourself. And as you begin searching for the hair on your chin or the curves in the hip, during this time you begin running and searching to find it. And it is very elusive and magical and often invisible during this time. You see, you begin running down dangerous alleys and darkened streets, and you begin to take shortcuts in life. You see, somewhere around the age of 20 and 25, it finds you unprepared and you think of running away. And as you continue to grow and mature, around 30, your running begins to slow enough for you to find a mate. And during this time, you begin to wonder about the answer. You see, around 35, if you're lucky, you're running with your mate to keep up with the children, all while hearing a whispering voice in your ear that no one else can hear. And as you grow older and begin to mature, around 40, you're slowly running and you begin to wonder, is time running out? At 45, your life begins running away from silliness and towards seriousness. And at 50, you're desperately running to find the answer. Well, somewhere around the age of 50, the answer finds you and begins running your life. And around 60, you're relentlessly running to tell others about the answer. Around 65 or 70, you're running towards the answer's gated community, and you begin to ask yourself questions. Was my running enough? What else must I do? And then around 75, you begin to share your victory of running with others so that they will run also. And if you're lucky, around 80, you begin running all over again as if you were 10 and no worries. Sometimes when I'm behaving silly, my wife will shake her head and say, "Once a man and twice a child." I want to remind you today that the Bible tells us that as we get older, we must let go of foolish things. I also want to remind you that you can be called home before the age of 15. You see, I also want to remind you that a poor decision made by you or someone else can send you away before the age of 20, 25, 30, 35, or 40. Our Father wants me to remind you today that you had better be ready, because you can be called home at any time by His choice. You see, our Savior was sacrificed in hope that you would be ready at the time. You see, at some point in your life, you may find someone in your inner circle that can't see. There's no need to borrow their glasses. It will only blur your vision. Some find the answer early in life. The sooner the better. But once you find the answer, just as that little boy ran, you will run again also. And you will run again for no particular reason. Well, there is a reason. Just as that young boy ran to the swimming pool to test the waters first, we must understand, today we will be tested. Today is test day, a day for all to be tested with bitter words and the angers of life that struggle to be digested. fear of the unknown will test each and every heart. Today's test will never determine the one who's really smart. Your test today to survive, understand, and determine the key. I must know who I am and not allow bitterness to change me. The test of distraction will include anger and hate. Stay in check today. In me, the key. I must lock my faith. Your test today to checkmate who you are. Determination, understanding, and surviving creates a star. Tested with death, lunacy, and life's other dirty tricks. Today's test includes maximum guilt, maximum filth to maximize the sick. Remember, today is only a test of faith that will never last. You pass the test by surviving, smiling, and even laughing at your tested past. Just as that young boy ran to the swimming pool to test the waters first, the answer will give you the courage to dive in first. Just as that youngster ran with excitement to borrow sugar and milk from the neighbors, our Father awakes us every day now, asking us to deliver the milk of life to everyone needing it. Our Father wakes us every morning now, delivering to us a sweetness that tastes better than sugar, that is not only good for you, but a sweetness that's good to you. My mother would always scream, "Boy, quit running in and out of this house. Do you hear me?" Today, if you're lucky to hear him, our Father's asking you to quit running in and out of his house. We must forgive, we must repair, we must fix, and we must dare. You see, the answer will save you, your family, and your lost son. The answer will save your pregnant daughter or that abused mother. The answer will help you get a good job and deliver an unexpected blessing. The answer will also guide you to the lost and have you speak for the muted. The answer will give you the strength to see the value of life rather than live in the tragic pain of death. Death is permanent, but God's salvation and his healing is forever. I hope you hear me today. You see, the answer will feed the hungry and have you giving the living water to those that are thirsty. Bottom line, point blank period, the answer will awaken your soul to enjoy your life of running. I hope today's message has touched someone. God bless you today, and I'll talk to you later.